real life. People in Nepal, and I believe India too, greet each other with the phrase namaste. Have you heard this phrase? Namaste. That means, I salute the Spirit of God that lives within you. Isn't that beautiful? But to do that, you have to see someone. That's what I mean by deep hospitality. The ability to actually see and know someone. That's different from how we live day to day throughout our lives. It's different from how we live even inside our own families. One of the reasons that I'm going to promote really hard over the next couple of weeks, this little thing that the kids did up here, Faith Talk, is because it's a way to get into this conversation, at least, with our families, or with those who we share households with. To deal with questions like, what is the will of God? Well, that's a hard question, but it does get a conversation going. And maybe that's a practice we could take on as a congregation inside our own families, so that more and more we can see each other. More and more we can see the Spirit of God in each other. Now, in a congregation like St. Matthew's, and every congregation that I know of, there's always a conversation about church growth, membership drives, increasing numbers of people. I think that what we're talking about this morning is the prelude to that, is the setup for that. What if, as a congregation, we became masters of true freedom? That we got out, piece by piece, step by step, from the things that bind us, that make us shy, that make us afraid, that we got slowly out from underneath that cage, and then once out, we could not only begin to make a kind of statement Jesus did, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because He has anointed me too, but we could also begin to offer deep hospitality to others. Deep hospitality. What I'm talking about, in my view, is the mission of Spirit of Truth that this congregation has undertaken. I think it should be our mission as well. Our mission as well. To be able to speak our freedom and to be able to welcome others in a real way into relationship. Listen this morning at the annual meeting for those members of the council, those who you've elected, who are willing to say, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because He has anointed me to this. Listen for that. And respond not like the folks in the gospel lesson this morning who thought they knew everything about that person, who thought they knew what was important to know about that person, Jesus, but respond like people who have new eyes and new ears to imagine that God might be doing something really profound in a person who you thought you knew, in a person you think you know everything about. And then, imagine that God might be doing that in you as well. Amen.